Good morning everyone. Stage 4. Today we're going to do a plant-based dish, meaning that it's good for vegans and vegetarians. And it's called scrambled tofu. And one of the main ingredients is brown rice that needs to be cooked beforehand. So we're going to do that first, and I'm going to show you how to cook rice using the absorption method. Normally you put 1 unit of rice to 2 units of water, but with this recipe I'm going to put just a little bit more water because I want the rice to be nice and soft. Now in our unit for science this week we're looking at energy efficiency, so we're actually going to put the rice on a very low heat, and then we're going to put the lid on because that's for energy efficiency. When you're doing the absorption method, you want to have the lid on anyway. We leave it on there for about half an hour until when you take the lid off, you see that all the water has absorbed and tiny little holes have formed in the rice. We'll show you that when it's cooked. If you come closer, you will see that our brown rice has some little holes in it. All the water has gone away and has been absorbed into the rice, and that is now ready to put into our dish. We're going to put our pan on high over here while we get our, well, we don't need it on high, we can leave it on medium actually. And I'm getting my ginger ready first. See how I'm just peeling it like that? Turn it over if you can't get that, those other pieces. This is a dish that can be cooked very quickly for breakfast or lunch. Chop off your celery. Now look at that. Celery is one of those vegetables that just gets dirty, okay? So bring it over to the cold water and give it a good old wash. Otherwise you can be picking up germs from the soil. Alright, we're going to slice our onion, cut it in half, cut out the core that holds it all together. Then, for sliced onion, you come through this way. When you get halfway, you roll it over and you come through that way. Then again. And we're going to put our garlic in there. You can use a garlic crusher, but this does too much washing up. So you can just flatten it like that, and then give it a little bit of a chop this way. Pop it down on the board, and you can chop it through this way a few times as well. Now our ginger. Just do some slices first. Lay them on top of one another. Into strips. And turn them round. And then come through this way so they're diced. Ginger is so good for you. Like a medicinal herb used in China and Japan and right throughout Asia. We're going to do what's called julienne or matchsticks. So come through this way, make slices, then stack them up like this, and then come through this way and you end up with little matchsticks like that. Celery can just be cut through like this. One tablespoon of oil in the pan. And now we're going to add our garlic and ginger, our onion, and then our carrot and celery. So I've got all my carrot and celery, and that goes in the pan as well. Keep it on a fairly high heat. Mix that round, let that fry. Now we're going to prepare our tofu. Now, half a block is usually what I do for one person, okay? So this is going to be for two. We're going to use the whole block. It is hard tofu, not that soft tofu, okay? So now, with clean hands, you're just going to squish the hell out of it. Squishity squish. Now we're going to add about half a cup of water. Like that, and we're going to add something, if you've got it at home, something called tamari, which is a Japanese style of soy sauce. It's actually really nice, and you can actually get a low salt one as well. But if you are going to be, you are vegan or you're considering going to a plant-based diet, I would really recommend getting some tamari. It's better for you and it tastes better. So we're going to add, well, we're going to add 1 tablespoon, and then we're going to taste it. Because remember, soy sauce or tamari has a lot of salt in it. And according to the Australian Dietary Guidelines, we should not be having too much salt. Get some cauliflower and cut it into slices like this. And some broccoli. Okay, after this has been cooking for a little while, add your cauliflower and your broccoli. Then add your tofu. And the water from the tofu will add some steam. The last thing we're going to add is some brown rice, but we're not going to do that yet until the cauliflower and broccoli is cooked. Now I'm just looking at this and I can see that we need just a little bit more water. We're going to turn that up onto high. I'm going to add a little bit more water to create some steam to cook the broccoli and cauliflower, and then we're going to reduce it down. What I mean by reducing it down is we're going to cook it until all the water evaporates away. Okay, so now all the water has evaporated away. We're going to put a 1/4 of a cup of rice in there. Mix it through. We're going to taste it and see if it needs any more soy sauce. Turn that off. Get a spoon. Okay, we're going to taste that. I think it could take some more soy sauce, but I want you to try it yourself because all soy sauces are a little bit different. Some fresh pepper. And then that dish is ready. A beautiful breakfast for a brunch, especially if you sleep in on Sunday. And then serve it with toast. Let's see how much we end up with. You've probably got enough if you serve that with toast for 4 portions there. Just put the toast on the side and there you've got it, scrambled tofu.